I think the bowline is the whole thing, but it's making a loop in a piece of rope. For ease of demonstration, I'm going to use 2 pieces of rope, just pretending it's all actually one rope. And basically all it is one loop like that inside another loop, like so. Okay. Good thing about a bowline is when there is any tension on it, however hard you pull, you should always be able to loosen the bowline by pulling on that part there, like that, and then come undone. Unfortunately, if you tie the bowline like so, and it has tension on it, with tension on it, it's virtually impossible to untie the bowline, I think. I was told that if you're in the water, a climber's, and your hands are really frozen, you can actually use similar to that. You can, somebody throws you, hardly using your hands at all, you can. Do you mind if I keep that in? I'm going to put it on YouTube. Sorry. Yeah. And then you've got your bowline, like so. And then of course, off you go. Of course, you won't be able to undo it. One, there's tension on it, but hopefully that could pull you out of the water, rather than with very freezing cold hands trying to hold it. There might be a better knot than that, because there is a risk involved here. But when you flip it round like that, when the tension comes on, okay, if there's a little bit of tension, but if there's a massive tension, I mean, that rope round your hands could cause damage to your hands, quite severe damage if it was severe pull on the tension there. If it wasn't to, and you really wouldn't be able to may well not be able to let go of it if that's pulling really tight then. Tie the bowline behind your back, like so. This is useful because if you're in the dark or up in the rigging, something like that, being able to tie a bowline that easily is good. For learning it, I'd suggest you learn the bowline by tying it with just one hand. Put your hand behind your back. Put your hand behind your back, like so. Place it on something like that. Come up to the bowline, come into this part here. Make a loop, like so. See, like that. And then just pass this piece round to make the other loop, 2 interlocking loops, and then pull it tight. And as you'll see, there is your bowline. So, using this method, which is useful if you've only got one hand, say you only had a left hand, for instance. I won't use a bowline here. So. Get the ends in your fingers, like so. Like so. Come up to your rope, make your loop, pass it round, like that. there we have 2 bowlines tied at the same time. Completely useless. However, as you can see, yeah, that is a bowline. And that is a bowline there. However, that does show the use that you were up the rigging, or having to hold on with one hand while the boat is lurching about. That is vaguely possible to tie a bowline with just one hand. See, I've used my hand there like that. I've been hopefully holding on here like that. Here we go. I could do it in my teeth, but I'm not feeling that piratical today. I'm going to put my foot, because normally it would be tying it in the end of something and pull on it. But here we go. There's your bowline. I can still hold on to the boat, or if I was the other way around, I could do it hopefully with my left hand. Yeah. There you are, on the boat. Got me bits in like that between my fingers. There's my loop. Yeah, going round. That's it. And you always want to try and get the end there with into the. And you find that is a bowline. Nice and strong, you see. Rope will snap, hopefully, before it comes undone. And generally speaking, with ropes and knots, they always tend to snap where the knot is, you know, that bit of the knot, you know, not in the loop there, but of the whole bowline, whatever. But that's the weakest point, generally speaking. So this is an aside. Tying, I used to think it made the rope stronger, but it doesn't. Tie a knot, any old rope, an overhand knot, in a piece of string, or rope, or warp, or sheet, or line, and you will find that it actually, that it actually makes it, sorry, car almost ran over the camera again, you actually find that it makes it weaker, and that's all great. And I think there was a Emperor Josephine knot or something like that, very complicated, and I think that knot was actually used to break pieces of thread. Anyway, thank you very much. Nelly on guitars. And yes, actually, the guitars are going to have bowlines on them, hopefully with kite line. Thank you very much. Bye.